It's interesting, the wines are really a snapshot of what the season was like, because you just don't know what Mother Nature's going to throw at you. Mount Edelstone came along at a time when the wine and food culture in Australia was changing, and my dad was just in the right place at the right time. So he was sort of at the bottom of the ladder as a pioneer in table wine, and I think he played a huge role in Australian, fine premium wine. Hill of Grace played a different role because that was made on the success of Mount Edelstone. Then, we had this other old vineyard at the church, and so my father decided to bottle a single vineyard wine off of that. And I think not only was the wine beautiful, but the name captured people's attention. Most people like to think the wine actually does express something different each year, and in 14 and 15 they couldn't be more different. So you have this, in 14, really fine, purity, layered, gorgeously elegant wine showing really cool climate characteristics. And in 15 you have a little bit more ripeness, bigger yields, but also the opulence that we got during the season. So the 15 was really a classic year. With our open top submerged cap fermentation, you can see your wines, and in those great vintages you just see from the colour and the vibrance and the aroma. So you get a picture really early on of what the quality is like just from the fermentation tank. For us, that's the most amazing experience. Prue's work in the vineyard in terms of trellising and managing the vineyard plays a huge role in the flavour direction of the wine.
The whole idea of constructing a trellis that matches the growth of the vine and gives you that light interception for the development of flavours, that's like structuring up a bit of a painting.
And Prue's also brought in native grasses and native flowering plants, so your mantra is
living in the landscape. So there's a whole suite of things that you need to look after in an Australian landscape. When you look at the management of these vineyards a century ago, it was very organic in its approach, and we've continued in that way.
Those old grandfathers, they're like sculptures. We've had people from around the world who have looked at them and said, these are just an amazing, 150 years old sculpture that's come from a plant and it's just turned itself into this amazing structure. By the time you're fifth generation, you look back and you realise that these vines are really precious. You don't grow 150-year-old vines overnight. And I think we're in a position now where we feel a bit like guardians of the vineyard, because there are so few vineyards in the world that are of that age, and we know
we're just really lucky.
Where that material came out with those early European settlers, planted them there, and we are incredibly lucky.